Essex is a great place to live, work, and play. Our 7 local municipalities and the county work together to create a mix of rural and urban living. We benefit from small town charm while being close to big city amenities in Windsor and Detroit. Our community is built on strong agricultural and manufacturing sectors and a rapidly expanding tourism industry. We have access to advanced educational opportunities at the University of Windsor and St. Clair College. We have wonderful green spaces and an expanding network of trails. All of these elements, our homes, businesses, industry, institutions, and transportation networks, consume energy. They also produce emissions and cost us all quite a bit of money. This is where our regional energy plan comes in. The County of Essex, Essex Region Conservation, local municipalities, and community partners are working together to create a regional energy plan for our entire community. The Regional Energy Plan, or REP, will create a path to reducing energy and emissions, creating jobs, ensuring reliable and affordable sources of energy for all, and reducing the amount of money spent on energy. This video highlights how we have been developing the plan and what we know about energy, emissions, and energy costs today. We would love to hear your thoughts and ideas for action. Please visit countyofessex.ca/REP to provide your feedback. Let's start with climate change. Our climate is changing. Global temperatures are rising. We are already feeling the costs of a changing climate. Floods, drought, wildfires, disease, and heat waves are happening more often and becoming more intense. There has been an international effort towards addressing climate change through the Paris Agreement. Internationally, over 1,800 jurisdictions in 32 countries have declared a climate emergency. The Government of Canada recently committed to net zero emissions by 2050. Ontario has also made commitments towards climate action through the Made in Ontario Environment Plan. Ontario has committed to reductions of 30% below 2005 levels by 2030. In the past few years, climate change issues have become a greater priority for the Essex County community. In 2019, the County of Essex, the City of Windsor, and others declared a climate emergency. The Climate Emergency Declaration recognized that future climate performance must be a high priority in all decisions and called for cooperation in reducing greenhouse gas emissions, or GHGs, in the wider region. The development of a regional energy plan is the next step on this climate action journey. We can work together to make this plan a reality. Climate change is not the only reason to act locally. Community energy planning offers several positive economic, environmental, social, and cultural benefits. The REP provides an opportunity to ensure that more of the money spent on energy stays in Essex. It looks to create jobs and ensure reliable and affordable sources of energy for all sectors into the future. This can help make the region attractive to new businesses. It also helps increase the efficiency of existing businesses and industry, provides healthier land use planning, creates a wider range of transportation choices, and encourages the use of active modes of transportation. We started by collecting data to tell us how we are using energy now, as of 2019, what the greenhouse gas emissions are from that energy, and how much that costs our community. This formed our baseline. We also looked at what energy, greenhouse gas emissions, and energy costs will be in the future without any action in Essex. This is called the base case. We are now in the process of creating a series of recommendations that will form the basis of the REP and will help us reach our goals. The last stage is to present the full regional energy plan to County Council in the spring of 2021. Engagement with the community and stakeholders occurred throughout the process. REP development is being led by a project working team, which includes representatives from Essex Region Conservation Authority, the County of Essex, local utilities, and an international team of consultants. A community task force has also been formed to help shape the plan's direction. Over 40 individuals from over 30 organizations have been part of the process. These include First Nations, greenhouses, local municipalities, economic development, local school boards and students, post-secondary institutions, the City of Windsor, and local utilities. They contributed to the vision, principles, goals, and ideas for action. In the summer and fall of 2020, an online survey was made available for members of the public to provide feedback on energy and climate issues in the county. Over 160 individuals participated in the survey. The final draft regional energy plan will be shared with the community for input in 2021. Our vision is that the Essex region is an innovative, equitable, and sustainable energy community that benefits the environment, economy, and quality of life for all. The vision statement reflects the input provided by the community. In particular, community members wanted to see a focus on innovation and quality of life for all. The goals of the REP are intended to position Essex region in line with the current best practices from around the world. We have three core pillars. The first pillar is environment. Reduce GHG emissions by 50% by 2041 and achieve net zero by 2050. The second pillar is economic development. We want to create a plan that is equally as economically advantageous as it is good for the environment. This means returning at least $15 billion to the local economy and creating at least 1,000 jobs by 2025. Finally, the third pillar is energy efficiency, which is to be increased by 50% by 2041. Our proposed principles are intended to guide both how we develop the REP and its implementation. From an environmental lens, we want to create energy systems that work for our community now and in the future that respect climate science and support human health. We want to aim for global best practices. We also want to ensure that all solutions make sense from an economic development perspective and create local jobs. The solutions we identify will be flexible when new technology options arise and create solutions that are equitable for all. In our first round of engagement, we asked for feedback on REP principles. Based on that feedback, we've added accessibility and affordability and science-based decision-making to our principles. We also heard that education and communications would be important. This will be a key piece of plan implementation. As mentioned, we started by creating a baseline and base case of how energy is used, how much it costs, and how much GHG emissions are emitted now and in the future, assuming no action is taken. In 2019, the county used 52 terajoules or 270 gigajoules per capita. For reference, 270 gigajoules is about the same amount of energy consumed by 5.5 cars on an annual basis, assuming a distance of 15,000 kilometers traveled per vehicle. Greenhouses account for nearly 40% of energy use, followed by homes and transportation at about 20% each. The majority of energy use, over 50%, comes from natural gas. Electricity makes up about 1/4 of all energy use. Without action, the county's energy use is expected to increase to 63 terajoules in 2050. In 2019, the county, its residents and businesses, spent $820 million in energy costs, or $4,300 per capita. Most of the $820 million in energy value leaves the county to other places in Canada or the United States, where fuels are produced or refined. Without local action, energy costs are predicted to grow to $5 billion in 2050. In 2019, the county produced 2.2 million tons of emissions, or 11.5 tons per person, about 5 times the best practice. Together, greenhouses and transportation contribute nearly 70% of the county's greenhouse gas emissions. Natural gas contributes 2/3 of all GHG emissions in the county. So far, we are exploring the following key recommendations. Over a 30-year time frame, the recommendations aim to make our homes, buildings, and development more efficient, make our vehicles more efficient, encourage energy efficiency in the greenhouse sector, encourage best practices in efficiency to local industry, distribute energy efficiently and encourage local and renewable energy generation, build a smart energy community, and aligning community planning with energy planning. This means designing our communities to support efficiency. This includes, for example, making communities more walkable to discourage vehicle use. Recommendations will provide the county with direction on how to move forward with plan implementation. We will be asking for your feedback on the preliminary recommendations in the next round of engagement, which is scheduled for early 2021. The REP proposes an integrated solution to reduce energy use, costs, and emissions in the County of Essex. The solution contains many elements, which work together to provide the county with a more desirable future. By 2041, the proposed solution would reduce GHGs by over 60%, increase energy efficiency by 45%, and water efficiency by 20%. The solution would also provide a return of at least $15 billion to the local economy by 2041, creation of at least 1,000 jobs by 2025, and major contributions to climate action. Thank you for your interest in the Regional Energy Plan. We welcome you to visit our website to learn more and complete the feedback form at countyofessex.ca/REP. Please reach out to us directly if you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions. Claire Sanders, Climate Change Specialist, Essex Region Conservation Authority, 519-776-5209, extension 388. Rebecca Belanger, Manager of Planning Services, County of Essex, 519-776-6441, extension 1325.